Hey guys, what's up? It's Jude27 here, and today I'm back with another Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Zombies. Yes, today we are doing zombies, and yeah, I'm gonna be telling another story, so let's get into it. So today's story is about the time that I got locked in the football game. So, you know how high school is. Like every Friday, there's a high school football game, and everybody goes to it. And that's exactly what me and my friends do. Like, I mean, I still do it, even after this incident. But I mean, we still do it, and every time we go there, like, not a lot of people, I mean, a lot of people do watch the game, but, we don't really watch the game. Like, me and my friends always just screw around and just, like, just hang out and stuff. So we were hanging out, and, the games are usually, like, 2 hours, and it was getting towards the end of the game, and we were kind of bored, so there's a lot of stuff, like, there's a lot of places you can walk to from there, so we were gonna decide to walk to one of them. There's this restaurant, like, right down the road of it, and we decided to walk there because that restaurant's really good. So it's kind of like a fast food place. It's kind of like a Taco Bell almost, but it's, like, not really. So anyways, we walked to the Taco Bell, or not Taco Bell, but, like, at the restaurant. And, on the way, we're, like, screwing around, we're, like, jumping and all. We're all just, like, hyped up. And there were about 7 of us, probably. And, we get to the restaurant, we get our food, and we're sitting down, we're just goofing around. And it was towards the, like, end of the game. And at the end of the game, a lot of people go to this restaurant. So we're like, all right, why don't we get out of here before it starts getting packed and head back to the game? And for some reason, we were going to go back to the game. I don't know why we wanted to go back to the game. Like, the game was just about to end. But I don't know. One of our friends, like, like, he had, like, a crush on this one girl or something. And, like, he wanted to go say bye to her or something. Of course, agreed to go back to the game. So we go back to the game, and you can see, like, a bunch of people are getting ready to leave. And people are already leaving. And we sneak in real fast. And then he's like, all right, well, we got to go find her. And we didn't know where she was, so we were looking around, like, the stadium, kinda. And the way the stadium's set up is it's completely fenced in, and there's a one gate to get into it. So she can't really get anywhere out except for through the main gate where everybody was leaving. And we already knew she was still there, so we were looking around for her. Well, we looked around for about 10 minutes and, like, could not find her anywhere. And one of my friends had to go to the bathroom, so we all went into the bathroom for some unknown reason. I don't know why, but we did. And when we went to the bathroom, nobody was in there, so we're just screwing around and, we're just, like, pushing each other and, like, I don't know. We were like, I don't even remember everything. It's just, like, stupid stuff. But one of my friends who, went above the stupid stuff, one of my friends was leaning against the stall door, and, like, it was, like, shut, but nobody was in there. It was just shut. And my one friend just goes up and tackles him, and he tackles him through the stall door. So the stall door broke off, and we're just like, oh crap, what do we do? We're gonna get in trouble. So of course we all start sprinting out of there, like, and act like we didn't do it and, like, didn't see it happen. And then, like, other people started going into the bathroom, and we're like, oh crap, they're gonna know it was us and stuff. But we went to the other side of the stadium so that nobody would, like, look for us and stuff. And, like, there was a big pandemonium at the bathroom. Like, everybody was kind of just, like, gathered around it, like, talking about it. But it wasn't, like, a really big deal. And then my friend that was looking for the girl went over to the bathroom, and he found her. So he said his goodbyes to her and stuff. And then a few of my other friends saw him, because we were all kind of split up, and they went over to him. And as they went over to him, somebody walks out the bathroom, and they point to my friend and go, they did it. And I was, just as that happened, I was, like, the last one of my friends walking over to them, and I heard that, so I kind of stopped, and I was like, oh crap, I'm not going to get involved in this. So the cop grabs my friends, and he takes them into the bathroom. And, like, all of my other friends that were kind of at the game, but, like, I wasn't hanging out with them, they were just, like, they knew I also had done it, and they saw me, and they're just like, oh crap, dude, you're screwed, you better run. So I go to the other side of the stadium while my friends are getting yelled at in the bathroom by, like, some, like, police officer or security guard. I don't even know what happened. But I went to the other side of the stadium and I was like panicking, so I hid. And there were a bunch of like buses for the away team like to come onto, and like they were kind of getting ready to leave. Right behind the last bus was kind of like this spot where I could slide into, and it was like a gated off like it was like a fenced in area kind of thing, and like it was weird. I don't know. There was like a dumpster or something. So I snuck into there like cuz nobody was going to look in there, and I just sat there and I was just panicking and freaking out. Well, anyways, I sat there for about 10-15 minutes and I was just like, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to do. So I called one of my friends. Called my friend and I'm like, "All right, so what happened?" And they're like, "Oh, well, the guy just kind of yelled at us and told us not to do it again and gave us some long speech." And then we kind of got up and left and went back to the restaurant because that's where, the girl went. Then I asked them, "Well, are they looking for me? Do they know I did it?" And they're like, I don't know. They know somebody else did it, but I don't think they really care anymore." So at that point, I was still kind of scared, so I just stayed there, and I don't know why I stayed there. That was probably the dumbest idea I have ever done. I just stayed there, and I kind of got sleepy. Like, I didn't know what I was doing. I was afraid to come out and just panicking and panicking. So I kind of just laid there and shut my eyes, just imagining that this situation would go away, and I fell asleep. So the game ended at like 9:30, and I woke up at like 10:15, and my phone was ringing, and it was my parents. And so I answered it, and I was like, "Hello," and they're like, "Hey, where are you? Where are you? Are you coming home? Did you get a ride?" Because I told them I would get a ride home. I'm like, I don't know. I'll call you back in 5 minutes." So at that point, I start freaking out like crazy. I'm like, "Oh crap, I don't know where I'm at," because you know how when you like first wake up, you're like, "What the heck is going on?" So I get back out of there, and the place is just empty. There is not one person in sight. So then I walk over to the front gate, and I'm like, "All right, I'm gonna walk out, and I'm gonna go to the restaurant and meet up with my friends. Hopefully they're still there, or just somebody that I knew that would like give me a ride or something." So I go up to the front gate. The gate was shut, but I'm like, it's not gonna be locked. I can just walk out, and because I thought there would probably be somebody still there or something. So I walked up to the gate. I went to open it, and it wouldn't budge. So I'm just like, "Oh crap, what do I do?" So I tried the other gate, wouldn't budge. Tried the other gate, it wouldn't budge. And at that point, I was just like, "Oh my gosh." So I start walking around the stadium, like trying to figure out how to get out of here. And eventually, I found this other gate. It was like the away gate. Like I was at the home side and the away gate. And I went to open up that gate, and that was locked too. So then there was a building like attached to the gates. So I opened up, like there were doors. So I tried opening them up, and the one door opened. So I walked in, and then I like saw somebody. I was like, "Yeah, how do I get out of here?" And they like told me, and then they were asking why I was there. I was like, "Oh, I fell asleep." And they're like, they were like, they weren't an employee. They were like probably like 18 or something, so they didn't really care. And then they showed me how to get out, and then I got out, and it was just really scary. It was just scary because I was locked into this football arena with nobody around, and I didn't know what to do, and it was just a weird feeling and a weird situation in my life, so I thought I would share it with you guys. Eventually, I got a ride from somebody at the restaurant, and then, yeah, that was it. I don't know. Just a different kind of story. But I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. I had a good time making it. I hope you had a good time watching it. I will see you guys in the next episode. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. I'll see you next, guys. I'll see you in the next episode, and goodbye. The story is a little bit different. This is a story about how I